Far Cry 2 Freeze, aka the reviewer, best games of 2010. Hey, Far Cry 2 Free here, aka the reviewer, doing a top 10 list. And since this is the end of 2010, I decided, what the hell, I'll do a top 10 list. These are not going to be games that I've reviewed, or I might have reviewed them, maybe I might not. They're my personal opinion, and whatever you think, that's fine with you. Well, on to the games. Number 10. Number 10 I'm putting on the list is Heavy Rain. This game only came out this year, but it was really, really good. Like, in terms of story and stuff. And the reason it's on the list, but it's low on the list, is because as good as it was, there was very little replayability value. Like, once you beat it, the killer is the same every single time. That kind of doesn't make a game seem long. It's just kind of quick and like kind of loses like shock value, because when I beat it, I was just like, that was a good game. Do I want to go through it again? I would like to, but sorry. Problem is, like, if I get far in a game and then I have to go back to school, that really throws the story off, and this is one of those story-driven games. Plus, I really don't want to put the effort in, because every under ending you get is basically just yeah, you lost. Game over. Number 9. At number 9 on my list, I'm putting Red Dead Redemption. This game was amazing. I mean, it's done by Rockstar, check. It has a really, really, really good story, check. And the gameplay is really fun. I'm gonna beat the comment horse again, and say, it's GTA 4 with horses. Not that that's a problem, that's pretty good actually. But, like, actually, there's really nothing I can go into that's that bad about it. Well, the story's just great, and the voice acting is actually really good. I think one of the other things for this game is the writers. The people they have writing for you, for your games, you've got good writers. Your writers are doing really interesting stories that will keep the gamer playing. Yeah, so, number 9, Red Dead Redemption. Number 8. At number 8 on the list, I'm putting Call of Duty Black Ops. This game is incredible. I mean, I know this Call of Duty is starting to become that type of series for Activision that they can milk to death, just because they're thinking it's one of our series, along with World of Warcraft. Well, like, anyway, unlike all the other games, they're pretty good. This one does really, really, really good story. Like, it kind of went back, like, to the roots of Modern Warfare. Like, it does a lot more shock type value, but it doesn't resort to the type that it didn't resort to the type that Modern Warfare 2 did, and was like, boom, you're dead, and then then boom, oh, another dead, and then stuff like that. It's story. It's a lot more like It's kind of hard to go like in the story. You gotta play it, but it's not going like forward in time. It's kind of it goes forward, then it leads back to like Vietnam, and that practically is a good portion of the game, which are my favorite levels in the game, because you're not able to go guns blazing in and like be like, oh, enemy, because if you do that, it'll go like you were spotted and you can compromise the mission. And like, it does deliver more. Like, one really shock moment is, spoiler alert, When your friends are put into a gas chamber and you're forced to watch them die. That was terrifying. Yeah, so Call of Duty Black Ops is season number 8. Number 7. I'm giving the number 7 slot to Bioshock II, the sequel to the critically acclaimed sequel of Bioshock. Yeah, freaking obvious. Well, the second one was a bit better. Like, it did improve on the problems the first one had. They were very little, but, well, one of my main problems, is the endings of both of them. On the first one, my problem with the first one, the boss battle was way too freaking easy. It was just like, this is like bang, 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 punch, dead. The second one, there isn't even a boss battle. All you do in the end is you have to fight Lamb's assault, and that's just not even... That's not even hard. That is really easy. And, like, I know they're doing Bioshock Infinite. Okay, I'm kind of thinking, why couldn't they just call it Bioshock 3 or Bioshock in the Air? That'd be a better title than Bioshock Infinite. That's almost saying, oh yeah, we're gonna have tons and tons and tons of games. Yeah. Like, I really want to see another game. I wouldn't mind seeing one more in the series, but that's about it. Number 7, Bioshock 2. Number 6. At number 6 on the list, I'm giving this slot to the Splinter Cell Conviction. Yeah, the game that took a really long time to make. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it took, I think it was announced, I think back around the time Double Agent came out, they announced it, and they did make it, and then they kind of postponed it. And, there was a version they made before, but they kind of scrapped that one. I was almost thinking, I kind of want to see that one. Compare the two games, see which one's better. Now, yeah, Splinter Cell Conviction. It did have stealth, and you couldn't go like, oh, I'm just gonna go guns blazing. Because if you went guns blazing, the enemies would notice you, and you'd usually get killed. But okay, well, because Splinter Cell, I had played a bit of the first one, and I played Double Agent, and this one was really good. Like, it was the final game. It glued everything up. Like, everything that's in the games, they kind of summed up, and they're just kind of like, boom, we're done. Just think about it. Sam is now probably, I guess, in his 60s. Sort of like the actor who plays him, Michael Ironside. He's also 60, or 65, or 50, I don't know. So number 6 goes to Splinter Cell Conviction. Number 5. I'm giving the number 5 slot to 007 Goldeneye for the Nintendo Wii. This game for the Wii was really, really good. I was, like, quite surprised. Well, I mean, not really. I was a little, but I wasn't, because I'm a huge Bond fan, so I knew I would enjoy it, and I thoroughly did. Now, my thing is to say, though, even though it's called GoldenEye, it's more or less the movie adaptation than the N64 game that we all know and love. Like, in the first level in the dam, you're moving these, like, things, and, like, that happened in the movie, but you didn't do that in the N64 game. Well, all you did in the N64 one was put 4 mines on a silo, and this was like, yeah. Oh, and, that's my dog there. Well, I loved Goldeneye for the Wii. Like, it was good. It had some really cool moments. Favorite level being the tank that kicked. That was so awesome on so many levels. And the most annoying level, if I had to vote, would be the level when Natalia has to enter the codes and the enemies are attacking you. Okay, that's reminiscent of the N64 game, because you did do that in the N64 one. And I do actually have memory of that. And that I also hated that in the N64 one. So it comes around full circle. Now, it's basically replaced Daniel Craig, replaced Pierce Brosnan and put Daniel Craig. And then, yeah. So, number 5 is GoldenEye. Number 4. So, I'm giving number 4 goes to Mass Effect 2. The critically acclaimed sequel to the first one, Mass Effect, of course. Oh, and if you're wondering what's going on with my lighting, I did not know. I don't know what the hell. It stopped. Okay, whatever. Well, okay. Mass Effect 2, it is the sequel to Mass Effect, of course. And how did it fare out from the first one? It's a lot better. They improved on the things that weren't that good in the first one. Yeah. I actually found the flaws with the first one. Well, the flaws I found, one was, I'd say mainly the, driving sequences. They were a real pain. I hated those driving sequences. They were so bloody hard. It was so hard to drive, and it was annoying. Now, luckily in Mass Effect 2, BioWare cut out the driving sequences, which I think is a good move by BioWare because that kind of destroyed a bit of Mass Effect. And another problem was, well, the length. It is long, but it's not very long in my opinion. If I had to throw my hat into the ring and guess, I would say probably 50 or 60 hours or so. That's pretty long, but well, the last mission, it's gonna be a bit of a spoiler. There's a suicide mission you do at the very end of the game. That, in turn, that, like, final moment of the game, that honestly lasts up to a good 2 hours. I'm not kidding. 2 hours that you'll spend on that level. And this is where you'll see your kind of outcomes of everything you've done. And if you make the wrong choice of a person, well, they die. It does transfer your saves from Mass Effect, so say if in Mass Effect 1 you had this, like, Uber Soldier person, you get to bring Uber Soldier into Mass Effect 2 and 3. Yeah, not that surprising, but yeah. So number 4, Mass Effect 2. Number 3. Number 3 on our list goes to the game, Fruit Ninja on the iPhone, or iPod Touch. This is a very inventive game for the iPhone. It's fun. It's a pick up and play title, I would say. Anyone can pick it up and play, and it's pretty fun. It's really easy, and it's fun to get into. It's made by a company called Half Brick. Weird name, but whatever. Yeah. So, like, it's like a really weird game. There's basically no story at all. It's just slice fruits, and that's all you're doing. Slicing fruits. Yeah. So, number 3 is Fruit Ninja. Number 2. Number 2 on the list is going to Angry Birds for the iPhone. Yeah, another iPhone game, but I had to include it on the list. What's the different thing I'm doing for this one is I'm actually going to show you a level, or what the game looks like. Come on, turn on. Oh, crap. Okay, so this is the game. This is gonna be a bit difficult, people. Let me... Yeah, that's the story. Come on. Yeah, so that was my demo for using for Angry Birds. It's the first time I've ever done that. Then I decided, what the hell. So number 2, Angry Birds. Let's do a rundown of the game. Number 10, Heavy Rain. Number 9, Red Dead Redemption. Number 8, Black Ops. Number 2, Bioshock 2. Number 7, or 6, Splinter Cell Conviction. Number 5, Goldeneye. Number 4, Mass Effect 2. Number 3, Fruit Ninja. Number 2, Angry Birds. And number 1 is going to Alan Wake. Yeah, the psychological thriller from Remedy on the Xbox 360. I love this game. To me, this game is amazing. What I think is, with the character in this Alan Wake, I relate to him so well, because I'm also a writer. Yeah. And, well, he goes on a trip with his wife Alice, and when they get there, all hell breaks loose. She goes missing, and he spent the whole time trying to find her. And a lot of people are telling Alan, oh, Alan, she's dead. She drowned. But Alan is just like, no, she's not dead. I know she's not dead. And you have your agent along with you, Barry, who is the comic relief of the game. And he's probably like the type of agent that every novelist has. That type of fat slob who's a bit of a snarky jerk. And like, Alan, he keeps going further to find it, and there's this thing consuming the people who live in the town of Bright Falls called the Darkness, which is this like shadowy thing that if it comes into contact with you, you get turned into this like monster-like thing called the Taken, and the only way to kill them is using light. Yeah, really absurd way, but like, yeah, that's how you kill them. Well, the game does so many twists, but it doesn't do the standard, oh, yes, she's dead. It does a lot of things that you wouldn't expect it to do. Like, it does a good thing, because it's like, the whole game you're going through, you're wondering whether or not Alan is nuts in the head. And everyone is believing the guy's nuts, and there's many signs, well, mainly looking for his wife, and they're all saying she's dead. I won't dare spoil the ending, but the ending. That was my problem with this game. It was so incredible. And the ending just kind of seemed like a slap in the face. It's kind of like, oh, good game? Well, let's make a terrible ending. I did not understand the ending at all. And, I did play the DLC, Alan Wake's, the Signal. That was good. That was a fun, hour and a half or so. And, that whole DLC, if you've played it, it's practically like deja vu. It's like deja vu. When I was going through it, I was like, I've done this stuff before. I've done every bit of this before. And the way it ends with a cliffhanger! Wonderful! Basically the way of saying, buy the next DLC. Yep, so number 1 is Alan Wake. So, this is the end of my video. So, thanks for watching, and tune in to 2000, and stay tuned for 2011, where there's going to be tons of reviews. New style of reviewer. No, really, I'm gonna try to implement more footage. Even if I just use people's footage from the game off the internet, and if I do that, I will give credit to the person. There's going to be a bit of a difference. I'm going to add a title card now. So, until then, this is Far Cry 223, signing out for 2010.